All right, Detroit Lions draft Levi Onwuzurike from University of Washington. Liked him a lot. We was just talking about him today. A lot of people like the receiver, but the Lions are building a team from the trenches out, and that's how you build a football team. We know Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia, and even Bill Belichick believe in building a team from the secondary on in. That's not how you build a proper team. You build it from the trenches on out. But let's talk about Levi Onwuzurike. He's another guy who opted out last season. It's like Sewell, but let's talk about it. I like the pick. You got somebody that's explosive, athletic. I think it'd be a good 3 technique at some point. But like I said, you get a lot of explosion. Another March guy, a lot of them in this draft. Very explosive kid. 6'3", good arm length, good hands. You know, I just like you. Another guy that's built solid. You know, another guy that ain't sloppy. It's a good pick, man. But let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Share the videos. Appreciate the love support. I love this pick, man. I talked about him today. The sacks really never shown up. He played 3 years. He played as a freshman, not a lot. The second year, he kind of stepped it up. He had 3 sacks, 2 sacks the very next year. But I see a lot of potential, man. I see a guy that's explosive, that's athletic. I mean, you see him just this explosion. The get off. The get off is just fast, nasty, quick. And, you know, you just see it in the highlight. Boom. just that the first step is a problem, bro. It's a problem. And he's like a 310, 20-pound guy. He's stronger than what's listed. And I think if he played this year, you would have seen maybe a 5, 6+ sack type of year. But the get off is just nasty. The hands are violent. The power, the strength. He plays like a 310, 350, 15, 20-pound defensive tackle, but with the lateral quickness and explode. He's a very explosive guy. That's what you need, you know. Maybe a guy that's kind of in the build of another guy's Michael Brockers, but, you know, he's way more athletic than Michael Brockers. You know, he's way more athletic than Brockers. He ran a 4.9, but I just think, but he built like Brockers, bro. I don't know what Brockers weighed coming in, but he built like Brockers. Lean guy. You know, Brockers is 305. He a little bit more lean, but you look at the build, he reminds you of Brockers, but I think he has the more explosive. He has the potential to be a 10 sack guy for the interior line. And, Brockers had 5 sacks, but, this guy plays with tremendous amount of violence and power. Onwuzurike was a guy, and Michael Brockers was a 4.36 guy. That's what he ran. This guy was a 4.9. Sub 5 guy, and it shows on tape. It shows on tape. He is violent. He is quick. And they need that now. You kind of got, we've been talking about Deshaun Hand for a while, but Deshaun Hand is that athletic kind of guy that's, athletic type of guy. John Panisi surprised a lot of people. The knock on him was that, he dominated inferior competition. And honestly, he looked good last year. And he kind of ragdolled a few guys just off raw talent. Once he put the talent together with the proper technique, man, it's over with. It is legit over with, man. And he ran a 4.86. My bad. Levi ran a 4.86. So he's plenty explosive, plenty athletic. Bench press almost 29 times, no shuttle. Verticals 30 inches. 4.85. He ran a 4.89, 4.85. We take a 4.85. Almost an 80-inch wingspan. So over 10-inch hands. Violent. When I say violent. He's violent with his hands. He's stronger than 288. He's stronger than 288. He is violent. He is what you need. And this is how you build a football team. You build it from the trenches on out. He is violent. He is a violent character. He's strong. He's nasty. And my only concern with the first 2 picks is they just didn't play last year. They didn't play last year. That's my only concern. That they didn't play last year. But his get off is nasty. His hands is nasty. And Chris Sims had him as the best defensive tackle in the draft. I had him as the best defensive tackle. He was better than Christian Baymore. Baymore is an unbelievable athlete. Baymore was crazy, and the Patriots jumped in front of the Lions for Christian Baymore. But we already know, man. We already know they have. Alabama had good guys coming out, but they don't always turn into great pros. I mean, especially a lot of those linemen. Deron Payne is pretty good. And Baymore is 310. He did a 4.93. So, but he don't have that explosion. He don't explode off the ball, and rightfully so. He's about 20 pounds heavier. He's more than 20 pounds heavier. But when you see Levi Onwuzurike get off the ball, when you see him get off the ball, he shoots off the ball. He is just like a he just shoot off the ball, man. He reminds you of Dominican Sue, maybe a little lighter. But the way he shoot off that damn ball, and then Baymore didn't bench press for whatever reason it was. But the way he shoot off that ball, man, it was fine. It was fast as lightning. Now some of the guys that they could have got, obviously people talking about Terrence Marshall for a reason he dropped in. Elijah Moore had already went. Trayvon Moorrig went a couple picks later. Liam Itchenberg went picks later. I mean, honestly, I like how they build in the trenches. That's how you're going to build a football team, but we have questions. Receiver going to be, but like I said before, they're not going to be able, they're not going to be able to cover, every spot. And if receiver is weak, okay. But, Asante Samuel Jr. was on the board. Azeez Largey on the board. Terrence Marshall. Nick Bolton, Jabril Cox. I mean, it was some guys on the board, man. But a lot of people talking about Rondale Moore. But honestly, you got the best defensive tackle in the draft, man. And you got some young guys now. You got him, John Panisi, and if Hand can resurrect his career, which I don't see it happening. But you got some two young guys that's twitchy. But if Hand show up, this team gonna be explosive off the ball. They're gonna be very explosive. And Deshaun Hand only 25 years old. He'll be 26. So, like I said before, man, now you got some guys. He didn't really show up last year. Like he was supposed to show up. He had a great rookie season in which, he had 3 sacks. So I mean, he just never was able to duplicate that. But if he can come back, man, somehow, some way with a better scheme, it's gonna be a problem, man. It's gonna be a real problem. He's a really good player, man. But another great pick by the Lions, in my opinion. But we won't know if it's great till after the draft, 2 years down the line. But don't forget me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all our social media subscription. You can reach out anytime. If you want to advertise your business on the channel, video request, chop it up, hit me up. Want to make a donation? Cash App CJ Good 313 in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate, share the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.